What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at 11 custom stadiums submitted by you guys, and I can't wait to check them out with you. Before we get started, I just want to give a shout out to our channel members who help make these videos possible. One of the perks of joining Stadium Center is priority placement for getting your stadium showcased. We're kicking things off with an incredible build from a channel member, Masterson26, who has been at the All-Star level for 4 months. He brings us 3 Towers Park. Masterson says he thought this was a pretty cool build and could be also used as an A's park. As we've seen from Masterson in the past, this build has a great concourse with a lot of cool features to check out. Starting off behind home, he never goes cookie cutter, and this time he's used a hotel to face off the area behind the backstop. He's also included a restaurant that backs up right to the netting between the dugouts. Over and left, he's built a huge boardwalk leading from the resort. You'll have plenty of opportunities for splash shots here, and of course you can hang out in the water and grab the home runs from your canoe. Center field features a huge concourse above the batter's eye. It includes more island-themed bars and restaurants, as well as plenty of covered seating to eat at. This will lead you over to a huge covered grass area on right. There's plenty more concessions to choose from, and another restaurant sits just beyond the outfield wall tucked under the stands. Looming away high in the sky is a VIP rooftop deck which is connected to the hotel outside the park. This offers both great views and all the amenities you could ask for. This park looks great lit up at night, and Masterson has once again brought us another awesome concept stadium. And I want to thank him once again for supporting the channel by becoming a member. To check out all the perks channel members receive, click the join button down below. Next on our list is a super clean build from a creator we've seen more than a few times on this channel. This is L&N Stadium by Great Scott 18660. This isn't Scotty's latest build since I'm way behind on creating videos, so you should definitely check out his vault if you don't want to wait to see his newest designs. They are definitely worth taking a look at. Behind the plate, the seats come together in a staggered design. He did have a prop glitch with one of the laser ribbons, which I fixed for the shot, so you might have to fix it before using the park. Left field has a fun design with the suite level wrapping around the foul pole and concessions on the plaza below. At the very top on the street level, you'll find the kids zone complete with a playground, giant slide, and food tailored towards younger fans. Over and right, we see a more conventional design with 2 decks of outfield seating. You'll also see the suite level continue to completely wrap around the whole park. Lastly, there's a Hall of Fame display next to the 2 flags and an out-of-town board to check out the scores from around the league. In center field, he's used the video board from the Great American Ballpark to bring the whole design together. There's a couple scoreboard walk bars to grab drinks from, and you get a really nice view of downtown from behind the plate. Scotty has yet again shown us why he's always a contender for Stadium of the Year award on Phil's channel Studio 44. His clean designs and cool concepts are always raising the bar. Great work, Scotty. This next park is sure to be a favorite for all you Marvel fans out there. This is Avengers Compound by Shays2525. Shays says he based this park around the compound from the movies, and he was going for a clean, minimal look over having an excess amount of features, but this park still has plenty of things to check out. All of the seating for this park can be found behind the plate and down the lines. This area has a lot of cool details, including the seating area being built into the side of the hill, and each light tower having its own concrete base. Left field features the HQ for the Avengers and has one of the most creative uses I've ever seen for the Angels Stadium prop. Right field has another building that closely matches the headquarters in design and also features a fighter jet on display. The landscaping throughout this build should also not go unnoticed. They really nailed that corporate feel. I always love to see when creators come up with a fun concept like this, and it's even better when they absolutely nail it. This was a great idea, and Shays did an amazing job on this one. I'm sure there are a few references in this build that I missed or didn't get, so be sure to check this one out in the vault. We're heading back in time for a classic build. This is a remake of Candlestick Park and is brought to you by Shark Rider 2187 and also his dad. He said this was a passion project he worked on with his dad using the first-hand recollection of the park, and they also used many reference photos. He says it's almost a 1-to-1 scale with the mountain, and the football seating is his favorite part. There is also a version that has green walls in the vault. The left field area looks great, and the way the scoreboards are laid out really reminds me of my days going to games back in the Metrodome. I really like the maintenance area too, as hiding those was not much of a priority back then. Right field has to be my favorite area of the stadium. How they included the stairs using the escalator prop and the camera high up on the platform looks fantastic. Great job flipping around the billboard to get that scaffolding look. They also did a great job outside the stadium using the parking ramps as walkways. Here you can also see the mountain looming just beyond the parking lots. I love this stadium, and you can tell a lot of care and effort went into this build. The idea of building a stadium alongside your dad is an awesome story, and I'm sure a great memory you guys will never forget. You guys definitely hit this one out of the park and should be very proud of your creation. Our next creator is making their debut on the channel. This is Astroworld by 6 Kenyan Girls. They said they made this park for their Travis Scott themed team, and they wanted a city vibe with concourses on the higher walls. This park looks like an awesome place to hang out, so let's check out all the features. The left field corner features a small park with a ton of concessions, including a bar. You can also play a game of pickup basketball or catch a foul ball from the rooftop bleachers. Over in fair territory, you'll have no problem finding a seat. There's a party deck just down the line and a large concourse that wraps around the batter's eye with plenty of food options to check out. On the other side of the Cola Hill, you'll find a treehouse and clubhouse seating next to the very reachable fountain. You'll also see fans paddling their canoes as they wait for Splash Shot souvenirs. As we move towards the corner, you'll see plenty of bleacher seating down this side next to the SDP zone. There's a mini park in the park to play wiffle ball, and the stadium's parking garage lies just beyond the mini park's right field. This stadium definitely nails the vibe of a party with a fun atmosphere. Not a bad way to kick off your debut on the channel. Great work on this one, and I hope to see more from you. Alright guys, hide your canoes for this next one. We're checking out Sirius Cybernetics Corporation Stadium by PFK Nil. PFK says he wanted to try and use more futuristic props for this one. Since he loves Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, he says he named this build after the best company ever. Down the lines, he's opted for a field-level concourse with concessions over traditional seating. He's lined the main level with restaurants and team stores near home plate. The outfield consists mainly of stadium seats. Just outside the park, you'll find a large pond overlooked by a treehouse, and you can't help but notice there's not a single canoe in sight. This field looks pretty spectacular at night. I love the smaller nature of this build, and it almost appears to be built into the middle of an office park. Great job again, PFK. Next up, we have another first-timer on the channel. This is Wichita Shockers Entertainment Complex by Harginski. He didn't send me any notes on his thought process for this one, but it holds 27,000 fans, and it looks like there's a lot to check out in it. Starting behind home, he's built patios over each of the team's dugouts. These are both off their respective restaurants and would make for a great way to enjoy the ball game. Left field has a huge concourse off the entry gates. Towering above the entrance is the sky bridge with built-in suites that connects to the rest of the stadium. Right field has a party porch with a pool below the fountains. That leans up against a double-tiered bullpen with a Ferris wheel behind it that looks great lit up at night. The corner was really well thought out as it includes multiple layers with cabanas and a private suite with tables for your whole party to hang out at. This park offers a variety of unique seating options, so you'll always have a different experience each time you visit the stadium. Awesome work on this one, and nicely done with all the great concepts. We've got another first timer on this channel, and I love that we're getting more guys involved. This park is Cyclone Field 2025, and it's by Guitar Cosmo. This stadium is a new concept for the Chicago White Sox, but with a twist. In this version, they've moved out to the suburbs and renamed the team to the Cyclones. Starting in left, there's a nice enshrinement to the players who've made it to the Hall of Fame. This sits between a large fountain and clock tower. You should also notice the great detail that went into the surrounding town in the background. This really is out in the burbs. Center field has a few restaurants scattered about and includes a pool suite towards right. The scoreboard sits atop the batter's eye and features classic elements from right field like the pinwheels. Over and right, you'll find a hotel at the back of the bleachers with balcony suites overlooking the field. There's also a bar at the base of the stadium staircase to grab drinks from. Flipping on the lights in this park has an atmosphere that reminds me of Kauffman, a stadium located away from downtown, but still with the capacity for a large crowd. Great work on this one, Cosmo, and I hope to see more from you in the future. We are headed out to New York for our next build. This is Gotham Park by Not Game Grub, who is also a first-timer if I remember correctly. Game Grub says this park is home to the New York Knights and sits along the East River. This is also his personal favorite stadium that he's built so far, so what better stadium of his to show off than this one? Starting out in left field above the bleachers, he's packed in a ton of entertainment features. There's mini golf and a castle-themed restaurant, or if you're looking for a quick bite, there are a ton of quick service vendors that have set up shop along the concourse. Right field has a really great look to it. The upper decks are broken up by a 2-story restaurant with rooftop seating for views of the game. A video board sits atop the dining venue, and the upper decks are capped off with a brick-style architecture. Center field boasts the main jumbotron above the old-school batter's eye. From behind the plate, you'll get great views of both the bridge in left and the city skyline in right. This park looks awesome at night, and I really like how the red outfield walls and seats contrast with the greens and the batter's eye and scoreboards. Fantastic work on this one, Game Grub, and I can see why it's your favorite. Canada, eh? We're headed north to Montreal for our next retractable roof stadium. This is Parc Molson by none other than Carmen's dad. He says this is an overhauled and updated version of a previous build he did, but I don't think we featured it on the channel. All the more reason to take a look at this home for the Montreal Monarchs. We're going to start off behind home to admire the structural detail that Carmen's dad always puts into his builds. No shocker, this is another super clean and realistic entry from him. Left field features a plaza next to the batter's eye with a fountain and Hall of Fame circle. Above that is a terrace level with a large balcony to watch the game from. He's also combined props to give a unique look to the video boards above the upper deck. Right field has multiple tiers of standing room areas to snag home runs from. At the top, you'll find concessions with picnic-style seating next to a statue dedicated to their Hall of Fame pitcher. This all comes together for an amazing view from behind home with a great cityscape beyond the stadium. Carmen's dad has a real knack for nailing symmetry while still mixing up the features. Of course, this park looks great under the lights, and we can add another park to the already awesome collection he has in the vault. Solid work once again, Carmen's dad. One more park, you say? Alright. This last park is brought to us by another stadium creator OG. This is Brickyard Station by Bow Tiger. Bow Tiger says this is a fictional stadium built in the mid-90s. It was built on the site of an old train station and riverside docks. The stadium architect also wanted to include some of the remaining buildings in his design. We'll start in right field this time as we check out the dual layers of offset bleachers. The main video board for the park resides here, and down below we get a glimpse of AB's concession stand on the lower plaza. In center, we see the main entrance coming off the parking lot next to the old docks that are out of commission. There's also a snack shack, and Phil has set up a shop including 44 flavors. I'm almost afraid to ask, 44 flavors of what? Saving the best for last, left field features 2 levels of outfield seating built on top of the disused train station. He did a great job incorporating the building and blending it into the surroundings for a cool park feature. I love the idea of a stadium having history and a story behind it, and it gives me yet another idea for a Stadium Creator Challenge, which is a new feature coming to the channel. Be sure to join the Discord or catch me live on Twitch if you're interested in joining the challenges, as they are just beginning to form with ideas from around the community. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me and checking out all these amazing stadiums. One more shout out to our channel members and Twitch subs for supporting the channel, and all you guys that have checked out the merch store. Right now you can mix and match 3 t-shirts or hats and receive free shipping. To check out the gear and submit your stadiums, be sure to check out stadiumcenter.com. As always, thanks for hanging out, and I hope to see you in the next one.